throws in this one.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking. And making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Rose is the one with Butler as the two. At small forward and power forward, it's McDermott and Gibson. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Bosh. Second shot opportunity. Dragic dishes to Bosh. Near the three-point line, it's Wade, and it's sent back by Lopez.
They have yet to hit. Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And he does. Doesn't really matter who starts a break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And the Heat with some changes. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. Johnson left side and stolen by Butler. And here we go. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here and finished off by Rose.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it, you can see it, in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
3 points, far side.
Chicago with the ball. Here's Gibson. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Rose. 22 points for him. Fires from deep. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
And the basket by Rose.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Kicks it to Dragic. Richardson, good. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's the break, and finished off by McDermott.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And he gets it to go. 20 points for Butler. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second-best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Leaps for it. Richardson, no luck.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
The Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And here's Rose outside. Good on the shot. Rose has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Bulls. He's shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Dragic kicks to Richardson. It's stolen by Rose. And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And at the end, welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Chicago shooting for the game at 42%. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Richardson is out there with Dragic. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Dragic kicks to Johnson. Dragic just screen on Butler. And no good, trying to use the glass. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
I think the crowd is still stunned by that one. And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Nice shot by McDermott.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And here's Rose outside. Miami grabs the miss. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
No good from Dragic.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. For the 3. No luck. And the Heat going the other way now. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bosh, the screen. 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Pulls up on the elbow. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Richardson against Rose. And there's the call on Bosh. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Rose passes to Butler. They get it back. Gibson goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And, of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But, boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
And he gets it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
To the paint, here's Butler. Shot is no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, his scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
And talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of fours like that on draft night. And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Boy, I tell you what, pounding the offensive glass pays off for him once again. Persistence pays.
Yeah, difference maker has been their ability to get those second chance points.
Dragic kicks to Bosh. Stolen by Rose. And oh, here we go, Rose. Nobody back. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside Bosh. And here's Richardson outside. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's Butler missing. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. For 3, Richardson. Richardson missing again.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one, Kevin, and then they do it again. It worked.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Rose. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Bosh kicks to Dragic. He dishes it to Johnson. Bosh, the screen. From deep, Richardson. Good.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Butler from outside. Dragic with some nice D.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the 3 as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against it. That was well done.
I like that. They obviously put the right guy on him.
From deep, Rose. And the shot is good. Rose has got 38 points.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson dishes to Whiteside. Richardson, that's a two-pointer, and he can't bank that one in. Outside Rose from deep. No good. And so Chicago